We are waiting, of course, for Bush and Gorbachev to come out of their working lunch, but in the meantime, here's a story about a man with a lot going on in his life. He coaches professional drag racers, he devotes a great deal of time and energy to helping others, and he's planning his upcoming wedding. But what makes him truly special is that he does all of this from a wheelchair, and Miriam Hernandez introduces us now to a man who's still very much in the race.
The story of Darrell Gwynn is all about drive, on the track and off. For 19 of his 29 years, his life was a steady push to the top of the drag race circuit.
Everything is all hinged on a 5-second run. Everything you've done to get prepared for this particular race is on the line. It's a very unforgiving sport.
So much can go wrong, as Gwynn found out last year in England. A freak accident changed his life.
The very minute that I got hurt and I'm laying down there at the end of the racetrack, I knew my arm was hurt badly, but I said, man, I'll try and get this thing pieced back together so I can get to Atlanta next weekend and race in Atlanta. And I had no idea what was in store for me.
Now paralyzed from the chest down and one arm gone, Darrell's ambition has changed course. He has another calling, a crusader for medical research.
My biggest goal in life right now, I think, is that whether I walk again or not, that I want to be known as one of the ones that helped, not necessarily scientifically, but helped raise the funds and help get the ball rolling to find the cure for paralysis.
All the way up.
Darrell's accident brought him to the University of Miami Medical School and a place he was already familiar with, the Miami Project to Cure Paralysis. Ironically, Darrell had pledged part of his winnings to the project before he himself became a victim.
I've gone from one side of the fence to the other. It's not going to be a situation where they find a cure and the next day you're walking. But you can bet that I'm going to be one of the first ones that when they do find a cure, I'm going to be right there first in line.
When it comes to hoping for a cure, Darrell Gwynn has a lot of company. Every year, 12,000 Americans are paralyzed due to spinal cord injuries, most of them in car crashes and diving accidents. 10 years ago, doctors weren't offering them much hope, but new research has changed that.
We hope to be able to obtain improved function in some patients, certainly within this decade. That's the goal we've set for ourselves.
The researchers have been heartened by their latest finding. They discovered in experiments they could regenerate tissue from the central nervous system by pampering it in a bath of special nerve cells. They hope one day to cultivate the same healing in the spine. Darrell is not sitting still in the meantime. He's resumed a hectic schedule on the drag race tour, now as the team's coach. Between events, he's with his fiancée, Miami beauty queen and medical technician Lisa Hurst. They were engaged before the crash and they decided the wedding will go on.
I'm just grateful that we can still laugh and he's still the same person inside, and that's what's helped to keep me going. I think that Darrell gives hope to people that are in wheelchairs that they can live their lives again and they can go back to what they love to do if that's really what they want to do.
Initially when I got hurt, I laid in the hospital bed over there in England and said to myself, this was the good Lord's way of saying for Darrell Gwynn to slow down. Well, I was totally wrong, because I haven't slowed down since my accident. I've been doing all them same things I used to do before.
Racing cars and promoting the Miami Project. He's looking for the big win. Darrell's drive is for a better life, for himself and thousands of others in wheelchairs.
Yes!
You get the feeling he's raced that wheelchair around a few times?
He probably has a speed fever a little bit in the chair as well. It is interesting. So many times we have talked with people who have spinal cord injuries on this program, and they all say, we're on the brink. It's close.
Yeah.
There's going to be dramatic advances in the areas of spinal cord injuries, and there are so many people who have them. It would be really wonderful if it happened. Yeah, there's so many people working on research for it, and it's obviously a very worthy cause. We have a picture.